right, welcome everybody. This is the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge National Qualifying Tournament for Season 32. Nationally, 64 HBCUs are competing to advance to the National Championship Tournament. We're going to do something a little bit more elaborate. Brian, I'm going to give you a warning. I want you to turn on your microphone if it's not already on. My name is David Tuttle. I work as part of the editorial team for the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge. But just in case you're curious as to what we do in real life, I'm also a lecturer in computer science at one of the California state universities, at Humboldt State University in California. And I'll introduce Brian Ross. He's our scorekeeper, and he'll tell you a little bit about himself as well.
Thanks, Dave. My name is Brian Ross. I am in my real life job, I'm a judge in the DeKalb County State Court, which is in Metro Atlanta, Georgia. I played HCAS for 3 years at my undergraduate institution. And I've been a national volunteer for about, I think this is 12 years now. So I'm always happy to do this and look forward to working with you guys every year.
All right. So let's go to the introductions for the teams and the players. In this particular match, we're going to have the team from Hampton University against the HCAS team from Florida A&M University. There will be 3 4-minute rounds of face-off and bonus questions, followed by the final 60-second speed round for each team. That is the ultimate challenge. So we'll get started on round 1. And what we'll do first is we will ask a question of each of our players. You have met several of these players already over the course of this particular morning, of this particular day. So we'll bring on Michaela, who's going to be doing things for Hampton in round 1. And we're going to ask you a question. The last 12 months, you have been, isolating and keeping safe. Have you been watching something? Is there anything you tell us you've been binge watching?
Well, I recently got into the Jurassic Park trilogy, the first one, and now those are my 3 favorite movies. But over the course, I'm gonna have to throw it back to the beginning. I really like Tiger King.
Tiger King. Oh my goodness. All right. I haven't watched an episode of that, but it's on my to-do list, definitely. All right. So James from Florida A&M, what have you been watching lately?
So I'm a sci-fi dork. Not normally a big Star Wars fan, but The Mandalorian is a really good television show, especially if you like Westerns. And then the other side of my sci-fi dorkery, all of Stargate SG-1 is just so good, and I will recommend it to anyone.
All right. Yeah, this is a great time to go back and take a look at all sorts of libraries of shows that have aired, come and gone over the years. All right. So, you know what we didn't do? And I forgot to do it, but I'm going to ask that right now. Michaela of Hampton University, I am going to put myself in the video here, and I'm going to show you that I have an app for flipping the coin. So go ahead and tell us whether you'd like it to be heads or tails today.
Tails, please.
Tails is called. I'm going to click this, and it comes up. Tails it is. So that is the tails on the Google coin. Put in flip coin on Google. So Hampton won the toss. Yes, they did. I'll get out of the way again. So Michaela, it is going to fall to you to choose from the first 4 categories that we have, which are biggest churches, literary lasts, rats and mice, and time zone oddities.
Can I have literary last, please?
Literary lasts. Which Black author revisits her themes of race and sexuality in her final work, the sci-fi vampire novel Fledgling? James, FAMU.
Butler?
Octavia Butler is correct for 10, and for your bonus, 10 points apiece. What fraternally named Dostoevsky work is the philosophical novel set in 19th century Russia?
This is going to be the Brothers Karamazov. Let's do Brothers Karamazov.
Correct for 10. What the last of her works published during her lifetime? Who wrote
Agatha Christie.
Hercule Poirot's Last Case?
Christie.
Also correct for 10, and you get to select.
Rats and mice.
The most prevalent woodland species of mice is commonly known by what name, even though they aren't white-tailed and lack antlers? James, FAMU.
Deer mouse.
A deer mouse is correct for 10, and for 5 points apiece and a 5-point bonus for all 3. 2 answers. First, like deer, male and female deer mice are known by what 2 one-syllable names?
Buck and doe.
Both are correct. And for 10 more points, baby mice aren't called fawns. The preferred term is what nickname for your little finger?
Pinky.
They're called pinkies, so a full 20 points.
Beautiful.
Select.
Rats and mice.
Caravan, mischief, senate. Which is the proper collective name for a bunch of rats? James, FAMU.
Mischief?
They are called a mischief of rats. They are indeed. All right, for 10 points apiece on the bonus. The mouse-like members of the Arvicolinae family include voles and what rodents
Moles, maybe?
synonymous with those who blindly follow the group?
I like that. Moles.
Answer, please. Oh, no, we're looking for lemmings. Lemmings on that one. Next one. Topping 4 pounds in weight, what semi-aquatic Arvicolinae species, called a sort of rat, is often mistaken for a beaver or an otter?
This be a wombat?
Or a platypus, but I don't even know if that's a...
Any answer?
Let's go platypus.
No, we're looking for the muskrat. The muskrat. Okay. All right, so please select again.
Let's go rats and mice.
Last one of the category. Musculus, an old world species, is commonly found in human abodes in the U.S. and thus has what rhyming 2-word name? FAMU, James.
House mouse?
House mouse is actually correct. Yes, it is. So for 10 points apiece on the bonus, breathing the air too close to mouse or rat excrement can lead to HPS, a pulmonary syndrome involving what H virus?
Maybe hepatitis. I don't know.
That's no, that's a symptom. I'd say maybe herpes.
Your answer, please.
Herpes.
No, hantavirus we're looking for there.
Okay.
Rat-borne diseases have killed more people than all wars combined, with rat fleas carrying what Yersinia pestis caused
This is
disease.
Black Plague. Black Plague.
That is correct for 10 points on the bonus. Please select a category.
Let's go biggest churches.
Biggest churches. The most visited structure in Europe is what cathedral famous in literature for its hunchback? James, FAMU.
Notre Dame Cathedral.
Notre Dame is correct for 10, and here is your bonus. Under construction since 1892, what Manhattan Cathedral is already the world's largest Protestant church? Blank, blank, the Divine.
If we don't know, I'm going to go St. Mary's, but I don't think that's it. St. Mary's.
Oh, St. John.
St. John.
So no points on that. St. John the Divine took that record away from the cathedral of what city on the Mersey, a center of England's 18th century slave trade?
Let's go. What?
Any answer?
Honestly, let's just do London.
Yep.
London.
Liverpool we're looking for there, so no points on the bonus.
Biggest
Please
churches.
select. Again, once the largest Eastern Orthodox church, in 2020, what Istanbul landmark was turned into a mosque? James, FAMU.
What's it? Hagia Sophia?
That's
Hagia
correct.
Sophia.
10. Here is your, and this is you can't ask your teammates.
Yeah.
There's a face-off. So here's your 20-point bonus. Guadalupe, Lourdes, or Toluca. What Mexico City shrine is North America's largest Catholic church?
Yeah.
The Basilica of Our Lady of
Guadalupe.
That is correct for 10. The largest active Eastern Orthodox church is the People's Salvation Cathedral in Bucharest, the capital of what nation?
Am I blanking on this? It's
I'm
not going to be
thinking Hungary,
Austria.
Budapest, Bucharest, Slovakia. What is
Answer,
that?
please.
Czech.
Czech
We're looking for
Republic.
Romania. Romania
Romania.
on that one. So select again, please.
Biggest churches.
Last one of the category.
They were out of time.
Oh,
Yeah,
out of
didn't
time.
know.
I'm sorry. Time had run out. I didn't notice, and we don't get the sound from the computers, sadly to say. So that is the end of round one. My apologies for that. And Florida A&M, you have 120 points. Hampton will get on the board, and we will get ready for round two after we determine whether there are any questions about round one that we need to review. Nothing in the private chat, nothing in the video. So it looks like we can go forward to round two. And we will move Ariana into the face-off position, and we will move Linda as well. So we'll start with Linda. Linda from Florida A&M University. Please give us an introduction to yourself, what class you're in, what major, your hometown, and also, is there anything that you've been binge watching lately?
Hey, hi, my name is Linda Williams, and I'm a chemistry student from Tampa, Florida. And lately, I've been watching WandaVision. That's the latest thing for me.
Oh, just finished last night, didn't it? Or
Yeah.
night before last, but yeah. We've been watching it as well. Okay, Ariana of Hampton University.
Hey everybody, I'm Ariana, undeclared freshman major at Hampton University. Recently, I've been watching like a lot of anime. Most recent show that I've watched was Doro. It's pretty cool.
I could have a conversation with you for hours. I'm a big anime fan myself. I have not watched Doro. I'm currently watching Jujutsu Kaisen, though, which is quite fun. Anyway, yeah, that's my geekery right there. Okay. In round 2, it will fall to Ariana to choose from these 4 categories. Anthems, Get the L Out, Selling Seafood, and World War II on Film.
I'm gonna go to selling seafood.
Selling seafood. With over 700 locations worldwide, what colorfully named seafood restaurant chain also tempts with its Cheddar Bay biscuits? Linda, FAMU.
Red Lobster.
That is correct for 10 and 10 points apiece on the bonus. Red Lobster attributed a 33% sales increase to Beyonce's Super Bowl performance, as the restaurant is mentioned in what song from Lemonade?
Wait, what'd you say?
Formation, right?
Formation, yeah.
Answer, please. Formation is correct for 10. And the most frozen fish sold to home cooks comes from Ralph's and Harris Teeter, owned by what Cincinnati-based grocer?
I would guess Kroger.
Okay, Kroger.
Kroger is correct. The Kroger Company for 10 points on that. Please select.
We can do anthems.
Anthems. Let Us March On Till Victory Is Won is from what anthem played before the Star Spangled Banner for NFL's Week 1 games in 2020? Linda, FAMU.
Lift Every Voice.
No, can you take it, Hampton?
Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Okay. I'll give it to you because a little bit of propagation delay, but to Lift Every Voice and Sing is the complete title we needed. Correct for 10, and here's your bonus for 10 points apiece. 2 answers. In the Star Spangled Banner, the light from what 2 types of weapons gave proof through the night that our flag was still there?
The rocket's red glare and the what? The what?
Bombs bursting.
We'll give you both for 10 points apiece on the bonus, 20 points. So please select, Ariana.
Let's go back to selling seafood.
U.S. fish farms produce 22 million tons of what small freshwater crustacean that looks like a mini lobster? Linda, FAMU.
Crawfish.
Crawfish or crayfish or crawdads or a dozen other things they're called. Correct for 10. Here is your 10 points apiece bonus. What state where crawfish boils are a tradition is the country's number 2 producer of seafood?
Louisiana.
That's correct. Now, what's more than half of all U.S. seafood is caught in the waters of what state where whitefish comes from Wasilla and salmon from Sitka?
Something on the Northeast or Washington?
Washington.
No, we're looking for the state of Alaska there.
Yeah.
So 10 points total on the bonus. Please select.
Selling seafood.
Last one of the category. Owned by South Korea's Dongwon Industries, what U.S.-based seafood with a stellar nickname has Charlie the Tuna as its mascot? Hampton, Ariana.
Starkist.
Starkist is correct for 10 and for 10 points apiece. I'm sorry, for 20 points on the first try, 10 points on the second. Excuse me. Thai Union Group owns what U.S. seafood firm whose mascot's name is Catalina?
No.
U.S. seafood firm.
Any answer?
Nothing.
No.
Nope. All right. Second clue for 10 points. Catalina is a mermaid, and this company's name is said to be an old-time nickname for albacore tuna.
What's the tuna carrying company? It's probably the most popular one.
No, it's like Chicken of the Sea or something
Answer,
like that.
please.
Sunfisk. Chicken of the Sea.
We were looking for Chicken of the Sea, but I heard the other answer instead. So no, I'm afraid no points on the bonus. So please select.
Anthems.
Anthems. An eye still gazes toward Zion is a name from what Middle East nation's anthem? Linda, FAMU.
Israel.
Israel is correct for 10, and for the bonus, 10 points apiece. From the sacred bones of
Greece.
Hellenes arisen is from what Mediterranean nation's song?
I think Greece is awesome.
Greece.
Yeah.
Greece is correct for 10, and what color completes the lyric in Ghana's anthem? Blank
black.
star of hope and honor to all
Gotta
who
be
thirst
black.
for liberty.
Black.
It is the black star. That is correct for 10 more points, and select.
Hampton.
We're out of time.
We ran out of time. It looks like we didn't get that next category in time. So that's the end of the second round, with the score 200 points for Florida A&M and Hampton with 40 points. Are there any questions about anything in the second round? I feel like it was just slightly glitchy in the way I was presenting it, but hopefully it wasn't anything that caused a problem. Okay, in that case, we will move the third round contestants into the face-off positions. That would be Jonathan. Oh, let me move, come on. Jonathan gets moved there, and Brian gets moved there. All right, so we'll go first to Florida A&M and Brian. Brian, tell us what has caught your eye when you've been watching things on the screen in the last year or so.
So this is actually my mom and my sister's doing, and it's kind of become a whole house thing. We've been watching Girlfriends on Netflix, but my dad pretends that he's not watching, so, you know.
Excellent. Yes, there is that. Sometimes I watch some shows and my son doesn't want to watch, but he comes in and he's like, "Oh, what are you watching?" So yeah, it's great for a family outing. It really is. I highly endorse that. And Jonathan for Hampton, what have you been watching lately?
Everything named: WandaVision, Mandalorian, Jujutsu Kaisen as well, Dorohedoro, and Girlfriends as well. So.
Oh wow.
Everything, yeah. Wide range.
You're getting your money's worth from those monthly fees that they're charging for those streaming services.
For sure. Yeah,
the general ones, and including Verve or Crunchyroll or those anime services. I subscribe to all of them. Mm-hmm. Okay, so on the third round of the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge, we bring the two players into the center position, and Jonathan, you will be selecting from these four categories. They are In Memoriam, Labor History 101, Not So High Tech Anymore, and The Dakotas.
I'll take Not So High Tech Anymore.
Okay. Maya Angelou wrote on an Adler, Harlan Ellison on a Remington. Those were brands of what device indispensable before word processors? FAMU, Brian.
Typewriters.
Typewriter is correct for 10. I have one in the house somewhere. 10 points apiece. In the 1970s, what alliterative name was given to the portable device that had one or two cassette decks and often a radio or CD player?
Probably a boombox.
Boombox?
Yeah.
I'm thinking boombox.
Let's do it.
Boombox.
Answer, please. That's correct for 10. And Betamax, floppy, or VHS. USB flash drives replaced DVDs. DVDs replaced CDs. CDs replaced which type of computer disk?
Probably floppy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Floppy disk.
Floppy disk is correct. I feel old. All right, choose,
Not
please.
So High Tech.
Again, when Outkast sang Shake It Like a Blank Picture, they meant what U.S. company that invented instant film in the 1940s? FAMU, Brian.
Polaroid.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture. That's correct for 10. And before PowerPoint, showing photos on a screen often meant using what blank projector, such as the Kodak Carousel?
Slide.
Slide projector, yes. And slides on a carousel used film in size 35 followed by mm. What single word was abbreviated mm?
Millimeter.
35 millimeter film is correct for 10 more points, and select.
So High Tech.
Gigabox, Mainframe, or Supermax. IBM and Sperry Univac were leaders in building which type of large-scale computers in the 1960s? FAMU, Brian.
Mainframe.
They were called mainframe computers. Yes, they were. I had to use them when I was a student. Correct for 10. 5 points apiece and a 5-point bonus for all three. The Apple Newton, Palm Pilot, and Dell Axum were all types of PDAs, an abbreviation of what three words?
Assistant?
I think that's an excellent call.
Let's go personal digital assistant.
All three correct. You got 5 points for each and a 5-point bonus, total of 20. Please select.
Labor history.
Since 1894, the first Monday of what month has been federally recognized as Labor Day in the U.S.? FAMU, Brian.
September.
Correct for 10, September.
Nice.
10 points apiece on the bonus. The first Labor Day parade in the U.S. was in 1882, with 10,000 workers marching to where Bowery met Broadway in what city's Union Square?
New York.
Answer, please.
Yeah.
That's correct for 10. And?
New York City.
May 1st is International Workers' Day, commemorating the Haymarket Affair of 1886 in what Midwest city?
I think this is Chicago, but I could be wrong.
I like it. Let's go Chicago.
That's also correct for 10, and you get to select.
Let's go labor again.
Mm-hmm. Which Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters founder was integral to a presidential executive order against discrimination in defense industries? FAMU Brian.
Randolph.
A. Philip Randolph is correct for 10, and for the bonus, 10 points apiece. Randolph's threat to lead thousands in a protest march on D.C. convinced which president to sign that 1941 executive order?
What are y'all thinking?
I'm actually wondering if this could be FDR.
Answer, please.
No, Truman's cool. I'm cool with Truman.
Truman.
Nope, it is Franklin Delano Roosevelt. All right, so second part.
Sorry.
Later, Randolph brought more than 200,000 people to Washington as a director of the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. In what year?
Is this 1964? Yeah, March.
64.
Your answer, please.
64.
Nope, it was 1963. So no points on the bonus, but you get to select the next category.
Labor history.
All right, last one of the round. What word for mounted warriors completes the name of one of America's first effective national labor groups? Blank of labor. FAMU Brian.
Cavalry.
No, can you take it, Hampton? Nope, no answer. We're looking for the Knights of Labor there. So that's the end of the third round. With the score as we see it now, 330 points for Florida A&M and 40 points for Hampton. We will set up for the ultimate challenge in just a second. All right, so we're going to put the right things up here. Hampton University, you're going to play first. I will read the thing that they want me to say. The ultimate challenge is the final chance for each team to win. You'll have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions in the category of your choice. Every correct answer is worth 25 points. Working as a team, you may answer or pass on any question. If you wish to pass, say the word pass, please. As long as there's time remaining, you can repeat the ones you missed. The score stands as we see it now, 330 points for Florida A&M. Hampton has 40 points. And Hampton, you will get to go first. So we'll set you up here. I would ask the Florida A&M players to mute your microphones. There we go. So we don't get any incidental crosstalk. You don't want to give away any answers to the other team. And you have these 4 categories to choose from. 5 vowel words. County seats. May I have some more? And must-G TV.
We're going to go with must-G TV.
I'm hearing must-G TV being selected as the category. So we'll put that up on the board. What TV series whose name begins with G starred Tracy Ellis Ross?
Girlfriends.
Yes.
Girlfriends.
Has Kristen Bell in the afterlife?
Good life.
Good life.
No. Was Fox's prequel to Batman?
Gotham.
Yes. Was TV's longest running Western?
Pass.
No. Follows mom and daughter best friends?
Pass.
Pass.
No. Started at
Grey's
Seattle
Anatomy.
Grace Hospital? Yes, it is. Stars Retta as Ruby Hill?
Girl.
Pass. Oh,
No. Spoofed Spies with Agent 86?
Pass.
Pass.
No. Mixed police drama with fairy tales?
Pass.
Pass.
No. Centered on a high school
Glee.
singing club?
Glee.
Glee is correct. Back around. Had Kristen Bell in the afterlife?
Good
Good
place.
place.
The Good Place is correct. Was TV's
Pass.
longest running Western? No.
Pass.
Good times.
Follows mom and daughter best friends?
Good girls.
No. And that's the end of the timer, end of the 60 seconds. You got 5 out of 10 for 125 points. Let's go back and take a look at the ones that were not gotten. TV's longest running Western, that's back in my days, it was called Gunsmoke. Follows mom and daughter best friends, you were close. We were looking for the Gilmore Girls. Starring Retta as Ruby Hill is Good Girls. That one is Good Girls, but I don't think I heard that one at that point. Agent 86, it was a TV show back in the 60s and 70s, and then Steve Carell did a movie of it about 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Get Smart. And mixed police drama with fairy tales, it was called Grimm. So 5 out of 10 for 125 points for a total of 165 points for the match. Florida A&M with 330 points. The match is yours, but we do play the ultimate challenge because the number of points per game can be used when necessary in tiebreakers and playoff seedings. So we will have you choose from the 3 remaining categories. Make sure your microphones are unmuted, and we ask that Hampton mute their microphones at this time.
We're still good for 5 vowels?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. 5 vowel words.
All right, 5 vowel words. What word spelled with any 5 vowels is the I in the CIA's name?
Intelligence.
Yes. Forged art or money?
Pass.
No. Using needles to alleviate pain?
Acupuncture.
That's correct. Sam and Dean's Brothers versus Monsters TV show?
Pass.
Pass.
No. Frank Lloyd Wright's Field?
Architecture.
Yes, it was. Francis Bellamy's Pledge?
Allegiance.
Correct. The Hasbro game with Cavity Sam?
Operation.
That is it. Fear of foreign things or
Xenophobia.
people?
Xenophobia.
That is correct. A 2-ton river horse?
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus, I
Nice.
heard it, yes. A jingling handheld drum frame?
Tambourine.
That is correct. Coming back around. Forged art or money?
Counterfeit.
That is correct.
Nice.
And
Yes.
one left. Continue guessing.
Venture
Sam and Dean's
Brothers?
Brothers versus Monsters TV show?
Venture Brothers.
No.
Duck Dynasty.
Nope. Time is up. That last one we were looking for, Supernatural.
Yeah.
Ah.
Sam and Dean, the brothers. Running on, what was it, the CW for all those years?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so with 9 out of 10 and 225 points, giving Florida A&M a total of 555, they are the winner of this contest. And we will come back with the next round of matches in this room, in this division, the purple division. And that will be happening in just a few minutes. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you then.